Full view there. Okay, I'm going to be doing apple pie today, and I thought I would share with you how I'm doing my apple pie, but it's kind of an experiment because I'm going to be doing it in this recyclable tin that had stuffed peppers in it. It's a really good thick tin, and I think it'll work great instead of my regular round glass one that I have because it's too large for 3 small apples. And these are perfectly aged. I already got one peeled, so we're going to peel the next 2. So now I have my 3 apples. I'm going to be taking the cores out and cutting them up into fine little pieces and putting them in a pot. You didn't think we were creating an apple pie today, did you? It's like, it's got to be a painting or it's got to be something else. No, we're going to create a little artsy pie in this rectangle. Okay, now I got my apples all chopped up, and we're going to put in a cup of sugar, or, well, this might be enough actually. This is half a cup of sugar. I probably will do another cup of sugar. Meow. I mean another half cup of sugar. I'll probably do another half cup of sugar, but we'll see. Let's stir it up and see what it looks like. Every piece needs to be covered in that, and we'll start it. And if I need to add a little more, I will, or a little butter, I will. I'm definitely going to put in 1/4 of butter just to make sure, and it's under medium, so it's slightly under medium on the stove. To keep it from cooking on the bottom and burning the sugar, I'm just going to do 1 teaspoon at first. I don't think I normally put butter in this, and I actually let my apples sit out for a while, and the sugar will just break down the moisture, and then I have liquid at the bottom of the container. Well, that is ever so slowly doing its thing. We're going to go ahead and we're going to work with our cup of butter, which is 2 of these. I'm going to go ahead and, do take the paper off, and we are going to do 1 cup of butter. Maybe I'll actually list the ingredients here on the screen for you. 2½ cups of flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1/4 tablespoons of salt, and again, that's kind of, you just work with that, and then 1/4 cup of ice water. So I usually just take some ice cubes out and set them in a little cup to the side. Okay, I admit I'm being kind of flippant. You don't want to do the butter right away. What I actually do is I usually mix up all my dry stuff, and then I throw in the cubes of butter, and then I take a fork and I cut them, and I keep cutting them up, and then slowly it gets to the point where you can blend it with your hands, and then I add the ice, a little bit of the ice water, 1/4 cup of ice water if it still needs to become dough. That's the sugar, 1/4 cup, 1/4 tablespoon of salt. Don't forget to occasionally keep stirring your apple. See how much moisture is coming off the bottom? That's what we want to kind of just steam and like cook off of them. These blueberries definitely had to be dealt with. They're like getting quite peckish, so we're going to put them in the apple pie repertoire. And yes, I'm inspecting everyone. I bet it will taste good, but these are obviously, somebody hasn't been eating them. So I'm just gonna pick through here and pick the ones that are worthy of our pie. And we'll see what happens. We'll see if it's good. I mean, people have blueberry pie, right? This is how much we have. I'll see if I can get a couple more out of there. So in case you're thinking it might be difficult to do, gosh, I'm gonna stuck to my shoe, butter while it's hard, because you do want your crust to be ready to be used. And if it's too soft or weird, you can always put it in the fridge for a second. This is what I do. I just sit there and I shave it down, both things, and then work it into my flour. So this is the crumble that we're looking for. It feels so amazing. It kind of keeps its shape. But as you can see, it's not quite dough, but it's doughy. So now we're gonna add some ice water. And I'm slowly gonna add the ice water. It might not take a full 1/4 cup. This is going to be called pink apple pie. That's what I've decided to call it, is pink apple pie. We'll see what color it turns when it's cooked, but I'm still working with the flour, still letting my ice melt. I can see my stove right from here, and the blueberries are turning the apples into just an amazing color. So we'll see how it tastes. I don't think I need to add any more sugar. I tasted a little bit of it. I don't think I'm going to add any more sugar. I think we're pretty much good to go. I just need to keep slowly on, again, we're on medium or a little bit lower, slowly evaporating that juice down to a rich, I'm hoping to get a nice syrupy syrup. I turned up this to make it syrup faster. I'm just gonna try not to burn it. We're ready to spread out our dough, put wax paper on here. I'm gonna put a little flour in here. Let me grab my roller, and we're gonna prep our heat now. So we're gonna do 400, and we're only gonna do it for 15 minutes at 400. Like if you wanted to put some egg on the crust, which I normally do, you know, to give it a shine or a sheen, but since this whole thing's an experiment, I'm gonna get it in our little rectangle pan and get it going. Okay, I turned it back down to a little bit less than medium to slow that down, and I've been adding a little bit of flour, just pinches of it, and I'm gonna add a little bit more. And this is just because I don't want it to burn, but I still have a little bit syrupy in there, and I'm just gonna add a little flour in there. Get that. See how we just have a little bit of syrupy in it? I can almost turn it off. Turn it off. That looks really good. Okay. Kind of get it started here. And I got flour all over my pan. I don't need to do this in a round shape since our pan is rectangle, so we usually have something to hold my paper down to, but we just kind of throwing a pie together. We need a little bit more of a crust. This is gonna look funny. Okay, so I'm gonna try to flip this up. You can just barely have it. I have a lame edge here. And I had to burrito roll it in there. We got it in. This might not be like enough to cover the whole thing. It kind of burnt down. I wonder if I should do this at 375. Just because it's going to be a thin little pie. Oh, it smells so good. Blueberry pie. I hope this tastes as good as it looks. What am I doing? I have to cut that whole doggone thing out. We're gonna do it in strips because that's easier. So this is how we do strips. Oops, I think we have a couple in here that are gonna be long enough. I probably won't be weaving this one, my dough, because I don't know about this. I feel like it's gonna taste amazing. I like things to be very artistically beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna try to go across it here. Okay, oop. Part of it broke off here, but that's what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay them across. And a little, it's not like deep in it. And I think I'm gonna curl back all the edges on here. Maybe we should just do like 3. What? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, it didn't go up the side the way I wanted it to, but still. I had some extra dough, so I re-rolled my little final thing of dough, and I'm gonna do some strips. Does it look like it was done by an artist? I hope it tastes as good as it looks, but I tried to do that cool pinch thing that you do with your fingers, because when you're doing your pie crust, you do this little pinch thing. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, and you just grab onto the next one and pinch and pinch and pinch, and it does this really cool design. Little birds kissing, kiss, kiss, kiss. And you can normally, it should look better than this. Look better than that. It just makes a really cool design. Let's get this in the oven. Then we get to taste it. It's a gas oven. I'm worried that the 400's gonna be too hot. So here it is. I'm gonna go ahead and it's cooled down enough to have some. And maybe this is where I could have put some of the egg wash on and put it back in for a few minutes. I just didn't want it to get I didn't want it to burn. But I'm gonna eat it anyway. Blueberry apple. Oh, I don't want to ruin my design. Okay, I'll do the Oh. This is That's nice. And it's moist, so that's good, but it's not wet, which is what I was worried about. Yeah, because if you don't cook it enough. Apple blueberry pie taste test. What I'm going to call the pink apple, pink pie, because it's the blueberries made it turn pink. Actually, really good. I was afraid I didn't put enough sugar, and no, it's really good. So the only thing is, should I egg wash the crust to make it even prettier? But as far as pies, it tastes amazing. The blueberry is nice. I like it. Let me see if I can get some ice cream or something. So I hope you enjoy this recipe too. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We might up it and in a future video do some round and some other experiments with what we're adding in. The blueberry is very nice. It's not like that noticeable. And I think I didn't put the cinnamon and the nutmeg in my apple pie this time. The blueberries instead. So that's definitely a taste difference. That's good. It's really good. And this time we did it in a, of course, rectangle pie pan, and it did work. It worked. Probably could have cooked it a little bit longer, but it tastes great. But yeah, so don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. I may do some more cooking videos, but I like to do the cooking videos, the ones that you've seen in my previous videos. I like to do those off-grid because it's more challenging and it's kind of fun. Solar, or maybe on this next one we'll, but that's like going to be a while from now. And do some over the campfire. How would I do this in a iron pan over the campfire? Because I know it's possible. So we might have to do that. You have an amazing day. Thank you so much for joining. Bye. Joining me on our creative adventures.